It's summertime. I don't want to cook all day, but I do want to eat delicious food, and that's where this summer corn salad comes in. Sweet, juicy, crunchy, fresh, and it's not drowning in dressing. It's an easy recipe that uses the best of summer ingredients. Tomatoes, cucumber, basil, a super light dressing, and a delicious salty cheese finish. For the full ingredient list, check the description box below, but enough talking, let's get cooking. Let's take a look at the ingredients for this summer salad. We got a lot of our summer vegetables here. So corn, tomatoes, cucumbers. This is basil right out of the garden. We got a red onion and we got some feta cheese. These are our usual suspects for summer because they are seasonal to summer. I usually don't buy a lot of this stuff in the winter time. So as soon as summertime comes along and these ingredients start to get really fresh, this is a great time to use them. This isn't a no cook recipe. This is a low cook recipe. But if you really wanted to, you could totally skip this step and just use the corn raw. But what I like to do is I like to blanch the corn really lightly, brings out the sweetness, it keeps it still crisp, and it really takes away a little bit of that like raw corn flavor. Although corn is so great in the summertime, you can eat it completely raw. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shuck the corn and we're gonna give it a dunk in some boiling water. So I got this big pot of water boiling. I'm gonna add some salt because we want the salt to season the water, which is gonna season the corn. So I'm gonna add a nice generous portion of salt in here. And then we're gonna take our corn and we're gonna give it a dunk. And now I'm gonna put the lid on. I'm gonna shut the heat off. And I'm gonna let it sit there for about 4 minutes. After about 4 minutes, I'll take the corn out and I'll let it cool down. So while our corn is warming, let's do the rest of the prep for this recipe. We're gonna take our tomatoes and we're gonna cut them in half. And here I got a couple of cups of tomatoes. Any small little tomato will do. And I'm not gonna do any of those little tricks or they take like lids. I think the easiest way to get uniform cut tomatoes is to just cut them by hand one by one. I find when you do the 2 lids trick, because most tomatoes are a little ununiform in shape, you got some big ones, some small ones, they get cut a little unevenly. When you do it like this, they get cut evenly, and I think that's probably more important than doing it fast. And when you do it like this, you get to handle each tomato individually, so you get to see, are there any little rotten ones, are there any soft ones that shouldn't make it in? Those can slip through the cracks when you do a lot of those hack, quick, time-saving tricks. After a couple minutes, the corn is now cooked. I had it in there for about 3 minutes. I'm just gonna pull them out. I'm gonna set them aside and let them cool down while we do the rest of our prep. And if you wanted to, you don't have to do this. You can use it raw, like I said before, or you can even grill the corn and let it cool down. But if I would grill it, I would grill it in the husk so it steams really nicely. I don't like to do an ice bath dunk for the corn to cool it down really fast because I find that that takes the seasoning water that we put on top of the corn and it washes it off. So here the corn it'll cook a little bit more, but we didn't cook it for very long, so it's far from being in danger of being overcooked. But this will allow the corn to still be seasoned. While our corn is cooling down, let's continue the prep. We're gonna take our cucumbers and we're gonna give them a light peel. This is what I like to call tiger striping. So I'm gonna remove some of the peel. I'd like to think it's most of it, but I'm gonna leave a little bit of skin on the outside. If you don't peel it, it's a little too rough. If you peel all of it, you lose the texture of the skin. So we're gonna do this tiger striping and then cut them up. And here I'm using the Persian cucumbers. I love these for salad because they have a great cucumber meat to seed ratio where they don't have too much seed and they're not too watery. But you can use regular cucumbers. If you use a regular like big cucumber, I would take the seeds out because then it can get a little watery. The Persian cucumbers also cut really easily. I'll half them one way. We'll cut each half into a quarter. And then each one, we can either do a little draw stroke and pull the knife towards us. We can rock or chopper. Just make sure that you're cutting them not too finely. You want to be a little chunky. So now let's add some red onion, but instead of dicing it, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it really thinly into long ribbon strips. You could do this with a mandolin, but we don't really need that much. So instead of taking out the mandolin, I'm just gonna cut this by hand and just use my nice sharp knife to cut really thin ribbons of the onion horizontally. This is gonna add nice contrast to the other vegetables and the corn that are small and diced. These little ribbons will be a really nice contrast. And I'll use about a quarter of the red onion. And the thinner you can cut these, the better. Sometimes I'll do the cold water soak, but I usually find that I usually don't have to do that, and it's just totally fine using it like this. A nice easy way to cut the corn off the cob is take a small bowl that's got like a little bit of lip on the bottom, you put it upside down in a nice large wide bowl, and now I can work the corn right into the bowl and I can cut it right off the cob. Make sure that you use a large enough bowl so that as you're cutting it off, it doesn't fall off and negate the whole trick. But just a nice easy way to cut it off and get all the corn in one bowl. This simple salad just needs a little simple dressing. So we're gonna add a couple of tablespoons of some olive oil, the juice from half a lemon, a little honey for some sweetness, a little salt, and some fresh ground black pepper. We're gonna give that a mix. Really all we gotta do is just get the honey to dissolve inside the olive oil and the lemon juice. If you wanted to, you could add a little Dijon mustard here, but usually I like to keep this really simple and I just leave it out. Now we're gonna take this dressing and throw it on top of our corn, tomatoes, onions, and cucumbers. And now we're gonna mix that up. So once you start to dress it, the cucumbers and the tomatoes will start to release a little liquid, and that'll be all part of the dressing itself. But the beauty of this recipe is how simple and light it is. You know, summer cooking should be about keeping things as easy as possible and as seasonal as possible. And this checks every box. All your usual summer suspects, minimal ingredients, minimal prep time, almost no cooking. Now what I like to do is throw this in the fridge for 15 or 20 minutes, let everything chill out a little bit, and then we're gonna add our final ingredients. So this has been in the fridge for about 15 or 20 minutes, and as simple as this recipe is, I still forgot one of the ingredients in the dressing. We're gonna take a little white wine vinegar, and we're gonna give that a couple of teaspoons of that. But this is one of those no harm, no foul situations. We could add it now, no big deal. And this is just another reminder that part of cooking is going back and rectifying some steps that you might have forgot. Hopefully it's something that doesn't affect the final recipe too much like what we just did. So now let's add some basil. I like to add the basil all the way at the end because the basil has a tendency to brown a little bit. It doesn't really lose any flavor, but it does get a little brown, so we're gonna keep it nice and fresh and green. So we're gonna add it all the way at the end. So we're gonna take a couple of our basil leaves, we're gonna stack them up as best as we can, and ideally all facing the same direction. We're gonna roll her up and slice with a rocker chopper, nice sharp knife. Some of the stems at the end, we can get rid of those. Now we're gonna take this basil right inside of our salad. We're gonna give this a mix. And we don't want the basil to be overpowering, so I don't really add too much. I'm still gonna add a little bit on top too as a garnish, but we just want the basil to be a little background note. The corn and the tomatoes are the star here. So now we're gonna take our salad, we're gonna put this inside of our bowl. And now we'll take a couple more basil leaves and we'll just do like a little hand tear on top. The hand-torn basil leaves don't bruise as easily as the knife ones, and it also just adds a little bit of contrast. I also like sprinkling garnish in on top. It kind of lets people know that like you made this fresh and this didn't come out of a store. And now let's take our cheese. I'm gonna crumble this by hand right on top. And I don't want to overdo it with the cheese, or if you wanted to make this vegan, you could just eliminate this, but I think the cheese really adds a nice light creaminess that the salad is missing without it. But again, you could totally eat it without. And now this corn and tomato summer salad is ready to be devoured. This salad looks amazing. I can't wait to try it. Now, let's get a nice big spoonful of this. Now look how amazing corn, tomatoes. And you know you did it right when it looks like there's a lot of corn compared to everything else, because I think the corn and the tomatoes are the real star of this. And if you wanted to, you could add just a touch more cheese. And if you don't like feta cheese, you could use pecorino romano, or you could use maybe like some goat cheese. But I think feta cheese is probably the best cheese that pairs up with a lot of these summer ingredients. So let's get a little bit of everything on one bite. A cucumber on there. We got the cheese, the tomatoes, the onions. This is gonna be an epic bite. This is everything you want it to be. It's easy, it's crunchy, it's fresh, it's sweet, it's savory. The cheese adds the perfect, like nice little creamy notes without being too overpowering. This salad is fantastic. And this is what summer is all about. Easy recipes, seasonal ingredients, and minimal cooking. I don't want to be slaving over the stove all summer long. Summer's got like a lazy energy to it, and the food should be too. But lazy doesn't mean bad food. Lazy means simple recipes done really well, and this is fantastic. I think summer too lends itself to nice healthy eating, because these vegetables are delicious and they're fresh. They usually come locally, and I don't think anybody's gonna have a problem eating these vegetables, even the kids. This is delicious. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comments section what you thought about the video, what you thought about the recipe, and if you did make it, let me know what you thought about your final end product that you made. And if you're into summer sides, check out my potato salad recipe. That is a really awesome potato salad recipe that would go fantastic next to this as an additional side. I will see you there.